You ever hear that saying, nice guys finish last? Well, we put that to the test this week in the Hit the Vid room by me welcoming in Joe, Just Joe from YouTube, my #1 critical viewer who consistently posts negative comments on my YouTube videos. So I, out of the kindness of my own heart, invited this guy and he finally showed up. Now we proved that he is a psychopath, if we didn't know already. Because he was taking the other side of every trade that I was in and mentioned the trades that we were in. Obviously, you know about the rig, you know about the FEYE. He wouldn't give me any credit for the rig trade. He guaranteed me that he shorted it at 1170 and it would close at 1090 on Friday. I said if it probably breaks 1190 and you'll get 1225, 1250 probably on it. I don't get an attaboy, I don't get a nice call, I don't get a I was wrong. But then, while we're trading intraday, I do a Solar City trade. I say I'm buying Solar City here, and I'm looking to make 10 or 15 cents. The trade works, we make $100. What do I get? Critical analysis. Well, you just put up 24,000 to make $100. What's wrong with you? That's what day trading is, you fucking moron. I do this out of the kindness of my heart, and still, and then it gets even better. He guaranteed us the UVXY would hold 12 and would be at 17 at today's close, but because it started going down, he said he never said that, but I did say you want to be getting out of UVXY. You're probably going to see it hit all-time lows by the end of the week. Get yourself out of the stock or at least buy some SPXY. And then we did a trade on SPXY because we love that parabolic move that it has into the close. So I had a measly 300 shares at 50.55 around that point, and we were looking for it to pop to 50.85. So it hits 50.85. Boom. Sell it. Basically 50.83, 50.84, 50.85. I still get critical analysis on that. So I do what I gotta do to try to prove to everybody out there that has seen this guy's post. And then he starts bringing up trades from 2009. I remember when you said that this stock was gonna go to 20 and then it went to 5? If you're gonna bring up a losing trade that I mentioned, you then also have to remember that what happened the next day when it broke down, we sold it. And we didn't let it go down to 5 with us still in it. But if you're also going to criticize trades that didn't work that I said 6 years ago, then you got to give me props for being in the QQQ. You still got to give me props for being in GE from $7. You got to be giving me props for telling you to short UVXY over the last 3 years. And you especially got to give me props for me saying shorting Fitbit at $35 when this stock will be at $12 sometime in 2016 will probably be the best trade of your year. And you also said that's going to be your worst trade. The stock will probably be at $50. You said it. You said it. And then he's in here trying to make calls in our room. And the only trade that he did that worked was the one that I liked too, was shorting dust. But everybody knows all you got to do is short dust. Chances are the stock's going to go down. But then we had trades in the rig. We had trades in the US Steel. We had the MRO, the SQ. Not one nice call. Just negative the whole day, and I'm not the only one that had a problem with him. If it was me, we got 30, 35 people in the room all hating the guy. People begging me, sending me texts, emails, kick this fucking guy out of the room. I was like, nah, give him a shot. I want to see if the guy would actually have just the common decency to say, I was wrong. That was a nice trade on rig. I was wrong. That was a nice trade. Oh, ENDP was the other one. I was wrong. That was a nice trade on ENDP. I was wrong. That was a good trade on Solar City. If you're going to consistently say that you make money on every trade, and then he's harping on the fact that I took a 2-cent loss on an AMD trade 3 days ago. A 2-cent loss, dickbag. I mean, seriously, I did what I could to try to make a friend out of you, and all you did was sit there and criticize and ridicule when I was doing the trades undeniably live in your face. In your face with the UVXY. Because you guaranteed it with your stupid, childlike spelling, G-U-T-E-D TTEEED. You guaranteed us buying UVXY at 12, you'd see the stock at 17 by Friday. The stock is at an all-time low, like this guy said. Like this guy said. Like this guy said, who sold the SVXY. And he's like, oh, I can't even verify your trades. Bro, I had 300 shares. No matter what I do, you're going to criticize. So scroll, if you have a better platform, maybe you could see time and sales. But it was right up there. And you still couldn't say, wow, nice call. Good trade. You just had to be a dick the whole time. And this is why usually I vet out people and want to get to know you before you can hang with my crew. But we let this idiot into the room, and all you did was criticize everybody in there. How's that rig short working out for you? How's that ENDP short working out you? How's that UVXY treating you at $12? Come on, dude. At least admit you were wrong. Because we, as a group, know for a fact you were wrong and I was right. So the case is closed. You've lost the challenge. And you thought dry ships was going to break 50 cents, and it actually had a good move onto the upside today. So you were basically wrong about everything except the one trade that I was agreeing with you was the shorting of the dust. So you're a 10-time loser. But you know what? I'm a loser for trying to make a friend of you, an acquaintance, to try to say, listen, stop the hate on YouTube. Come join us and see what we do before you criticize. And all you did was sit there and criticize and live in this delusional world of denial. So we win, you lose. Have a good weekend, everybody. Stop into the room because it was just phenomenal. Phenomenal. And I might not be making millions of dollars, but again, I will take 80 bucks here, 120 here, 50 bucks here, or the occasional rig trade that blasts off. And again, I was walking the dog, and I said right away, this was the trade that I was waiting for weeks to do. But I didn't get the rig $12 calls at 10 cents, so I didn't want to chase them at 25 cents. But I own the stock, so good. It went up. Now, I don't know what's going to happen next week, so let me give you. Hey, Joe, you want some fodder for next week? I'll tell you what if then is going to happen. If the market gaps up like it usually does after a holiday weekend, and we don't hold the gap and we roll over, chances are we'll be shorting stocks. So all those stocks that I love so much, chances are I'll be shorting rig. Chances are I'll be shorting FEYE. Chances are I'll be shorting US Steel. Chances are I'll be shorting ENDP. Because that's what we do. We do what is happening. So right now, Joe's betting me that rig will be below 10 bucks before, well, it already hit 12.50, but that was the bet originally. But now we've re-upped the bet. Rig will be below 10 bucks by, I think it was the middle of August. Now again, you might be right. But at the same time, if rig breaks 12.50, chances are I'm going to dump my stock on Tuesday and I'll be short along with you. See, that's how it works. See, I'm not here to ridicule you and bash you. If your idea starts to work, we'll see it working and we'll get involved. That's all it is. But you sat here. And is it a coincidence not one person was defending you? It's not just because it's my chat room. These people were begging me to find you and end your life. That's how much hate has been thrown your way. People were threatening to leave if I kept you in there. And I was like, nah, let's see. Come on, let's give them another week. People were threatening to leave if I let you stay. That's how much of a dick you are. Unbelievable, dude. All I tried to do was help you. And all these challenges on YouTube. You wanted to bet 50 bucks? How about 10 grand that I could out-trade you? And I already did. You were shorting rig. I was long rig. Winner. You were saying buy UVXY. I was saying short it. Winner. You were saying short ENDP. And I was saying buy it. Winner. You were saying short MRO. I was saying buying. Winner. Should I go on and on? But you want to harp on the fact that I said you might want to short some AMD here at $15.12, and it went down 2 cents, and then it wound up going up 5 cents. We wound up losing $20 or $30. You want to harp on that when I just had a trade that a guy in my room made $250,000 on? Go ahead. Keep harping. Here's the harp. Yeah. Well, harp. Out of your mind. Out of your mind. So again, now that we've gotten past the Just Joe experiment, and it was a failure on my part because I thought maybe I could get the guy to just say, attaboy, once. Good job, maybe once. But no, you were a dick the whole time. And I'm sitting there defending you to my guys, begging me to kick your ass out of the room. And you were wrong about everything. Sorry, not everything. You did mention maybe selling FEYE at $17. See? I got no problem giving you credit. If you say something and it works, I got no problem giving credit. But you couldn't give credit where credit was officially due on the rig trade that we've been sitting in rig for months waiting for this breakout. For months, and you were bashing it, saying the stock would be $5. How you were going to take it to $5. Yeah, you know where you can take that? I hope you keep shorting it, and I hope it keeps going up, and I hope you lose all your money, and then you can't even afford an internet signal to go bother other people on YouTube. Because, man, did you prove how much of a loser you are, and all I did was make myself look so much better as the kindest, nicest guy that possibly could be. People were bewildered at the fact that I let you in the room. Why would you let this asshole in the room? Because I'm a kind fella. I'm a kind ruler. Xerxes. I'm kind. I let all the suffering people hang. And I try to make them money. So if you want to know what really happens in the room, stop in. That's one thing. Or stop in, ask a few questions, and then leave. Or stay. Or don't stay. Or do stay. Or maybe you bought rig. Maybe you didn't buy rig. Maybe you bought MRO. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't do any of that stuff. Doesn't matter now, right? The day's over. The week's over. Have a great weekend. Don't blow anything up or don't blow yourself up. And I'll see you. Now, here, I guarantee you the market goes up on Tuesday. He guaranteed the market's going to go up. Now, I will say there's a probability the market gaps up if there's no terrorism over the weekend. It's the post 9/11 gap up, no holiday terrorism weekend. Gap. It works 90% of the time. But because we've had such a parabolic move, guess what? The biggest bull in the world, this guy, will be shorting the shit out of everything if we start to fade. And if UVXY can actually go back above $9.30, I might actually be buying UVXY. I know, crazy, right? So, Joe, thank you for proving yourself in front of a live studio audience of how much of a fucking dick you are. And I win. I win. I win. I win. Doesn't that must burn your ass? How much I win and how much of a loser you are. Live, in front of people, witnesses, testify. Ooh, how much it must burn. Oh.